Sprinkle, sprinkle. Welcome back to the channel. How are y'all? All right. Yes, I cut my hair. How do you like it? It's a little cute bob. It's giving like 1950s housewife, which is why I decided to do the video Trad Wives and Looks. Because, you know, I'm looking like a trad wife from the 50s today or the 60s. So that was my inspo. How are y'all? Thank y'all for being here. Y'all hit the like button. So, people always ask me, am I for or against the traditional wife role? Well, me personally, I'm not going to be doing all that stuff that traditional wives do. But if y'all are happy, like if there are some traditional wives out there that are happy with the arrangement, more power to you. I can't do it. But, you know, as long as you're being 100% totally provided for and you can get whatever you need to get when you want to get it and do what you want to do when you want to do it, I have no problem with it, you know. But I just don't do those sort of things because of the way my life is set up, you know what I mean? But I think if you are a traditional housewife, you should look good like they did back in the old days. You should put effort into your looks every day. You should get up, do your hair, do your makeup, put on an outfit, and do all the other stuff the traditional housewives are doing. But looks are also important with that. Now, I don't do that because I'm not a traditional housewife. I'm just a housewife. So, traditional housewives, while they're actually putting in the work to earn their keep, and no shade because they might like to cook and clean. I just don't. All right. Well, that's a joke. While you're cooking and cleaning, you still need to be looking good at the same time. All right. You can't be looking like who did it and why all day, every day. Look good while you're doing your, you know, domestic work. Because like when your man looks at you or when your husband comes home, he don't want to see a maid, even though that's what you are. You might like being that. I don't know. But he wants to see something that looks good. So if when I tell y'all jokes about I'm not the maid, I'm not the domestic help, make sure you don't look like that if you actually are cooking and cleaning. Make sure you look like you're not cooking and cleaning. Okay, y'all know, look, make sure y'all have y'all's cute outfits on, face done, perfume on, and not just walking around like somebody's maid. Okay, like take a hint and the clue from the old days how women used to wake up and make up. Okay, you said look like the sexy maid outfit. if y'all gonna do it like that, okay. But let me tell y'all also something that helps. Like if you're a traditional housewife and you don't want to be taken for granted, you don't want your husband to just expect you to cook and clean all the time and not show you any romance or love or appreciation. And, you know, you need to keep things a little bit extra. That means look good, smell good. And also you need them pheromones. Y'all know what's coming, whole cosmetics. Now press him. Makes him feels like he's like falling in love with you. So I'm going to link it here. My code is Shera. So if you're a traditional housewife and you want to keep things, you know, spicy and from him looking elsewhere, this is the actual pheromone which, you know, women release when they're ovulating. So he's going to desire you more if you're wearing this, even on the days you're not ovulating. It's probably even more powerful on the days you are ovulating. So you spray this on, keep them coming home, whatever. Okay. A lot of y'all women always asking me, how do I make my man be faithful? How do I keep my man from cheating? Well, I don't know how y'all could do that. But if he's in love with you, or at least if he thinks or feels like he's in love with you, it's going to be helpful. Right. So y'all go ahead and click and get the whole cosmetics. Press him with the vasopressin pheromone. And it literally will have them like putty in your hands. Okay. So y'all go ahead and get that. Also, the liquid finesse is really good. You can pair it with each other. This just makes anyone more generous and nice to you. Even all people. It doesn't have to be male. It can be male, female. It's easier to get your way when you're wearing liquid finesse. People treat you kinder, nicer. They're more talkative to you. So if your man has communication problems, I definitely suggest getting the liquid finesse. that'll get him talking and wanting to communicate a little bit more. If you want him to feel like he's falling for you, or to keep him in that I'm in love feeling, you get that Press Him by Ho Cosmetics, and that will definitely keep him very interested chemically. Okay. The next thing is, yes, of course, hair, nails, makeup, outfits, clothes. Now, even though I don't really care what James thinks, he'll be honest with me and give me his honest opinion on certain things. And so, like, I had this ugly dress on earlier today that I even thought was ugly, but I put it on to see that if like, is it still ugly, right? Like, had it grown on me? And he was kind enough to tell me that I should go change because that dress doesn't do me justice. And it wasn't me, it was actually the dress and the material and the pattern. It looked like something from Dr. Seuss. So I was grateful that he was honest enough to tell me that I normally look really good, but today I was looking like a Dr. Seuss character. So, no, this is not the dress, baby. I took that thing off. Do y'all want me to describe the dress? It was red and white, made out of sweater material, thick sweater material, not no thin sweater material, but thick sweater material, okay? With like buttons, and it had a collar shirt, and the bottom flared out like a Who from Whoville. I don't know if it was meant to do that on purpose, but it was not giving. And it looked different online because I bought it online, of course. And he said, I've seen you looking way better than that. That dress doesn't do you justice. And I was just like, I know. I tried it on before and took it off, and I couldn't wear this thing because it was looking like something from Dr. Seuss. And so, you know, allow yourself to like dress better, do better. Know when something don't look good on you, don't try to force it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we do that when we buy clothes online. I ain't gonna try to force it. If this ugly is going to the donation. Okay. Y'all like the hair? Thank you. I cut it, y'all. I got my scissors out. I don't know, was it Friday night? Cut. It was this long, or maybe longer, but it was splitting. And from like hair coloring that I shouldn't have colored my hair like a while back, it was splitting. And so I just went and cut it like right where all the damage was ending. I was like, sprinkle, sprinkle. But I usually cut my hair every 2 years and it grows back. Okay. I told my daughter, because my birthday is coming up, right? I told my daughter to get me some volumizing hair products so I can be like bobbing it up with style. I already have everything. And there's nothing else that, you know, people can buy me unless it's like some luxurious luxury items. And I would never ask my children to do that until they're like super rich. But for my children, they wanted to buy me something. So I said, get me some volumizing hair products so that I can do what it do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-huh. You said Color Wow products give volume. Okay, keep that in mind. We'll write that down. Anyway. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So now, traditional housewives need to also, like, I'm not a traditional housewife for sure, but I'm appealing and talking to the traditional housewives or women that would like to be traditional housewives. Don't be taken for granted and always stay looking like you can go get another one. You know what I mean? No matter if you're a traditional housewife or not, that doesn't change how you love yourself, how you take care of yourself, how you present yourself to the world. That way, when your husband or whoever looks at you, they don't just put you in the domestic help category. They say, this is a very beautiful woman. I am so lucky to have her. And she's this and she's that. Right? That's what so many men say that they're looking for. But they also want the looks to go with it. Thank you, Reese. Reese's Pieces of Mind. Thanks for being a new member. Now, I will never be a traditional housewife. More power to y'all. But if you are one and you love your lifestyle and you love cooking and cleaning, you definitely need to look really pretty while doing it and smell good too, so you don't get taken for granted. So many women that I know who were traditional housewives, they also allow their husband to take 100% of the finance responsibility or the finances. Remember, you can also start your own business. A lot of housewives start businesses too, or you could start a savings. Don't just sit there and be dumb, you know, even if you're a traditional housewife. Find some time to create something on your own, because you never know what a man's going to do. Okay. Someone wrote to me yesterday in a comment and said, I could never 100% fully depend on no man. I was like, I definitely agree with that. So get your own stuff on the side. Uh-oh. Sing your lyrics or sing my lyrics. Shira, what do you suggest as a job? You're a stay-at-home wife or girlfriend. You have no bills. Create a business, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Create a business. Start a Poshmark. Do something. Like, start off small just to get the groove or the hang of something. Like, I definitely always suggest like one of those apps like Poshmark or whatever, where you could sell your own stuff at first, like all the stuff you want to give away. Instead of giving away, put it up for sale. And then once you make a certain amount of sales, they allow you to open a boutique on Poshmark. And a boutique is where you can sell new stuff. So you could order like wholesale from somewhere or just buy new stuff from somewhere. A lot of people go to Ross and Marshalls and buy all the beauty products and then that are on sale for a discount, and then they resell them on certain stores like Amazon or Poshmark or something, you know, new with tags for the right price instead of the discounted price. So a lot of women are doing that at home, because if you're going to go shopping anyway, you might as well go shopping and get paid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A lot of people go thrifting. A lot of people go shopping at discount stores, turn around, put the price at the correct price or the original price and resell it for a small discount on stuff like Poshmark. Okay, so you get to do your favorite things, which is like shopping and all that kind of stuff, and still make money off of it. And it gets you in the pattern of being responsible daily for your business. So all you got to do is look on Poshmark, see if you have an order. If you have an order, you can literally print out the shipping form from your phone if you got a printer. That's it. Then you need some little packages to put the clothes in. You slap that printed out, you know, what is it, shipping form from your phone and your printer, and just take it to the post office or have them pick it up from your house. You know what I'm saying? Start a business like that first, just to get the hang of having something. And then like after a few months or years, get a Shopify or an Etsy. It's that simple. Just spare time doing stuff and getting paid. Because like I said, being a traditional housewife doesn't mean that you don't have no business to stand on or that you have to totally depend on a man for money. You can have your own stuff on the side, doing what to do. Okay. You said, why do married women hate the S word with their husband? Because it gets old and boring after a while, and it's the same person over and over. And men do less romantic things while they're married, because it's like if you already got them, you got them. And it's like, it's literally a chore after, because women don't really like sex like men do. They're just doing it to secure the bag. And once the bag is secure, they do it whenever they feel like it or they want to. And sometimes like a man will make you upset, especially when you live with one. It's not the same thing as not living with a man. You could be totally disgusted by someone and their habits, and it's a total turnoff. Someone could say something to you that you never forgive, and it's a total turnoff. Someone may be withholding shopping money, and the way you could control them is controlling the sex. You know, so it becomes a weapon. And it also, women don't like sex as much as men do. They don't need it as much as men do, and they use it as leverage. That's why. Okay. Women don't like it as much as men. They don't need it as much as men, and they use it as leverage to control men. Because marriage is a constant power struggle. And if you don't hold the power, then you're going to be struggling. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, okay. That was a good question though. So traditional housewives, a lot of them do feel obligated to do whatever their husband wants them to do when they need them to do it, especially in the bedroom. Man, all you got to do is come up with a lie. I'm not a traditional housewife. I'm gonna say no just because I'll feel like it. But like if you don't want to do something, definitely make up lies, fake injuries, and all this kind of stuff. Okay. All right. Even okay, if he says, "Oh, you always say no," look, say yes. Then pretend like it's gonna happen so you can get everything you want that day, and then change your mind later. Like games don't cease once you get married. They don't. They're less, but they don't cease altogether. Okay. You said, "What would you have ever married if I were rich?" Yes, I would have married, but they would have been like way richer than me. I still would have married if I was rich. They would just have to be way richer. Thank you, Lux. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You didn't get a Valentine's Day gift and you talk to men with money. Okay, well, I'm sorry, man. Maybe you can get a after Valentine's Day gift or a President's Day gift. Just ask. Okay, or ask for some money. How do I keep my marriage light? I don't worry about offending him. Plus, he likes me 10 times more. So that's always a good thing. I'm not afraid he going nowhere. Never have been, never will. So I literally just am the same exact person as I am online with y'all. Like if I say something, that's what I mean. I mean, you go somewhere if you want to, but I'm gonna come back with something better. Like I have that attitude. Like I have that I do what I want attitude, and secretly men like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I keep it light. And plus, I joke around with them and tell them, stuff, and I laugh at it because I don't really take everything so seriously. It's not that serious to me, and I think that's why a lot of people mess up in life. They take everything too seriously. They put too much effort and energy into something. It's not supposed to be taken as seriously. You know what I mean? And that's how I keep it light. I say what I say, and I'm unapologetic. And I think I chose the right person that likes me a lot more. It's not I don't have any doubts. You said I know where I stand exactly. I don't have to sit there and worry. I know where I stand. And that's why I keep telling y'all, date someone that likes you 10 times more because the balance will always be like this. They will always like you more. So you know where you stand, baby. You ain't got to worry. Okay. All right. You said you're always way too serious, and I'm not. I could care less. I would be laughing and joking around the next minute. We're arguing or say something mean. I don't really care. After 5 minutes, I forgot about it anyway because it don't bother me unless I'm still waiting on the results. Either you give me my way or get out of my way. I'm gonna be mad for a second, but I already know I can get it elsewhere. So it's up to you. It's like honestly, we have to be honest with ourselves and each other in order for anything to work. All right. He said it was you wrong to reach out to a past boo to congratulate his brother because he performed at the Super Bowl. I don't know, but it does seem kind of like clout chasing and a little bit of pick-me-shiness, a little bit. Or I don't think it's wrong because a lot of people probably reached out to him, but I don't know. It just depends on your relationship with that person. I would just be telling everybody else, like, "Oh, I know that dude. Oh, I know that dude. That's my brother. That's my ex's brother." Like that would be more me than reaching out to the actual person because I don't really care. Okay, like I just be bragging to other people. Oh, that's my ex's brother. Oh, whatever. You look at it. And versus, hi ex. congratulations to your brother. You see the difference? But, if you felt compelled to reach out, a lot of people have different reactions to different things. But as long as you weren't trying to talk anything after that, that's fine. Yeah. Should you be mad if he has 2 girl roommates? No, you should have 2 men on the side as just as well. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. You should know the game, understand it, and play as well. Just in case, go get you 2 male friends that are close. You said how to find new ways to elevate your looks. Girl, I don't know. I just be trying everything. Okay, I'm going to tell you my ways. I go and this may be the Pisces in me, but I like fantasy. So I go back to different eras. I choose different themes, and I take from there and I incorporate it in whatever look that I'm doing. Or like today, I'm the traditional housewife from the 50s or 60s. I'm a little tie, I have a little sweater and skirt on. Some days I'll take from the dark feminine, vampires, stuff like that, See my nail, remember my vampire video? And so I just take from themes, archetypes, and stuff like that. So I have a new video actually. I gotta do it. I haven't even done it yet. I'm still waiting on a lot of stuff to arrive for my next video theme, beauty and products. But we're gonna do a theme. So like my last one was vampire. My next one is gonna be more light and light feminine. So we're gonna do like a back and forth type thing. So my last, yeah, you need to be able to switch it up between whatever you feel like it. But I take inspiration from fantasy and archetypes with my looks and stuff like that. So it's fun. So I'm waiting on a few more things to arrive in the mail before I can do my video, my next themed video. And it's a light feminine, so y'all are gonna like it. You said I look like Snow White? Why, thank you. Mhm. She was the first Disney princess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you stop thinking about him? By thinking about someone else. That's why you need more than one. Let me tell y'all a secret. If you're dating someone that you really like and you know they don't like you as much as you like them, you need to go get another one right away. Period. Okay, your alternator went out and your boyfriend didn't help or offer to help you. He about to be an NFL football coach. What could I do? Does he have the money to help you? And also, you can get it from somebody else. That's what you need, more than one. Okay. A man will never let a woman that he really likes and wants to be with suffer. Okay. Understand that. They will find a way. They will borrow money from someone else if they have to. I promise you. So to me, you're just not the one. And he don't like you like him, girl. So that's why you need another one on the side. I was just getting ready to say that. You need to have more than one if you like the one that you're with way more. Why? Because when he don't come through, the other one will. And the other one that you choose needs to like you a lot more than the current one likes you, or at least the same or something. But you need to definitely be getting a one on the side, because so many women are pick-me-shoes because they're natural nurturers and they give too much of their nurturing without ever receiving anything in return. So they fall for men harder. They love harder because they don't have that love to spread. Spread your love to other You don't have to sleep with them. Just spread your concern, spread your good mornings, spread your what you doings, spread your let's go out. Spread all of that among another person so you don't get too attached to one. Because as soon as this one is done with you, you're going to be like, how do I stop thinking about him? You should have had another one to think about at the same time so you could spread all of it out. Why? Because you're giving too much and you don't know how to pull back. If you're disciplined and you understand this and you know how to not give so much of yourself, you won't have to get another one. But so many women don't know that. They just want to love, 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 love. You need to spread your love. Thank you, Lancy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you was hungry. He sent you $20. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, at least he sent you something, ma'am. You can go to McDonald's. If you had 3 more, you could have got a couple more dollars. That's telling everybody you hungry. Tell your whole roster you hungry and see how much you can collect each day. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, S. Hey, boyfriend of 12 years cheated on you. He wants you back badly. I know he has 60K in savings cash. I want to charge to get him. Okay, you need a car down payment or you need him to pay something up for 6 months to a year. So you need to figure that out. Say, either you can pay this for me up to 6 months or you can put this down payment on it for me. So find something major that's thousands of dollars that you want. It can even be a business that you want money for. Don't tell them it's an investment. Just say, give me money so I can start my business. Whatever it is, you name the amount that you think is worth taking him back over. All right. So use it to either start a business, invest in yourself, or, get a down payment on something or pay off some bills or something. Man, I don't know. Pay something up for 6 months. Do something. If you have a car note, pay off your whole car. I would do something major so he knows that if he tries it again, he ain't gonna be able to get back. So whatever it is, make sure it hurts. Make his pockets hurt. Do. Now, what I'm saying is he has to agree to it though. He has to love you that much and want you back bad enough to know he's not gonna mess up again to put in that type of money. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, is it okay to cook together? I suppose if you're all in love and y'all both like to cook, y'all have to understand one thing about me. I'm not a traditional housewife and I don't eat the same type of food that everyone in the house eats. So it's harder for me to answer some of y'all's questions based on my experience because I'm very different. But if I were to cook with someone who's cleaning, y'all cleaning together? What if you don't feel like cooking or cleaning? Who gonna cook then? See, I have all these questions. And do y'all like the same foods? Because I have a lot of stuff that it's not lining up like most people's relationship lines up. So if you like the same food, if you can cook and clean together and y'all love each other and y'all are all in love, as long as you ain't paying no bills in that house, I don't care. Do what makes you happy. You watched another video of yours and you mentioned the sandwich. What someone asked about why men want them to trust. What do you mean? Oh, a trust sandwich. That means, okay, so you know how you have a piece of bread and then you have the meat and the cheese and then you have another piece of bread? A trust sandwich or a truth sandwich is some of this and some of that, some truth and some lie. So they can't tell if it's a lie or the truth because it's all in a sandwich. You get it? The truth sandwich, it means you got a lie and a truth in it together, so it sounds more honest. So you can say, like a truth sandwich would be like, oh, I used to know this person back in the day. We did this and we did that, and he gave me this and that. When the whole truth is you knew this person back in the day, he did this, but maybe it didn't end like you said, or maybe you're not married because you're just not married. But you could say, oh, my fiance moved away overseas and I didn't want to move. It could be something like that. A truth sandwich. Like you have an ex-fiance, then and they say, why didn't it work out? You don't have to give them the real reason, but you can say you had an ex-fiance and they were this and they were that, but they moved out of the country. Bam. Truth sandwich. So you mix the lie with the truth, basically. Mm-hmm. This mock cut accentuates your beauty very well. Oh, thank you, Sierra. Y'all are so sweet. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, this is not a mock cut. It's real. I cut it. But thank you. I appreciate it. That's the real cut, ma'am. I took them scissors on Friday night and went snip, snip. Okay. It's a cut. Girl, look. That's true cut. I said snip, snip. Okay. Yes. Don't ever tell any man your traumas because they're just going to use it against you later on. That's not your confidant. That's not your therapist. That's not someone you can 100% fully trust forever. So don't act like it is. A lot of y'all women and forget that that might not always be your man. I'm going to be a little bit nice today because y'all know I want to go hard on that part. A lot of women forget that the man that you're confessing all of your trauma to, all of your past to, may not always be your man. And y'all forget that. Okay. You said any cute spring summer outfit ideas, Lanice or Lanice? Girl, Lanice? Okay. I don't know yet. I don't have my full spring wardrobe. I still have like sweaters and stuff like that. But what I usually do in the spring are either cute dresses, like floral, cutesy, like girly, like Love Shack fancy style, like, you know, whatever. Or something very monochrome, like all one color, very bougie, like light shirts, flowy linens and stuff like that, if you want to be more bougie. I also like the mermaid core aesthetic for spring and summer. Flowy mermaid skirts, cute tops, like for the beach stuff, you know. So it just depends on where you're going. Different spring outfits are for different occasions. So like if you're going to lunch or brunch, you do like a cute little dress. If you're doing like something like casual, you know, do little bougie linens and shirts and shorts or skirts with it. You could do a little tennis skirt look. I think the tennis skirt look with a light sweater is cute. I've done that. Just get into it. Pastels, yeah. I think cutesy stuff like that. My friends saw my Instagram and they were like, "You look like you're like at the tennis club or the pickleball club in Palm Beach, Florida." I'm like, I don't, because I had on like my little tennis skirt and sweater and my wigs on. I don't know, but just I think it's cute to look like it's spring. Definitely florals, pastels, you know, flowy clothes, linens, skirts, stuff like that. If you're straight black, okay, thank you, Anna. I appreciate that. If you're straight black wig keep attracting dusties, should I wear your natural hair you have? I don't know, man. I think you should just try a different wig, sprinkle, sprinkle, or wear whatever attracts men with Lenny. So it's literally an experiment because some men are attracted to certain colors, certain lengths, certain textures, certain whatever. So just keep trying, keep changing it up until you start attracting what you're trying to attract. Okay. You're gonna have to keep going because a lot of times people don't realize it could just be the color. Maybe you just lighten the color up a little bit. Or instead of, or you could do like I don't know whatever it is, but just switch up the color, switch up the style. You wear your hair, you can do your natural hair and see which one is going to pull. Okay. Keep switching it up until you figure it out. Then you'll know what works personally for you. Do you believe in soulmates? Girl, only homeless men believe in soulmates. Homeless men and desperate women. The only people that believe in soulmates is a homeless man and a desperate woman. Y'all know it? Okay. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to get my protein in. I had to drink my protein drink. But yes, only people that believe in soulmates are desperate women and homeless men. And someone that's trying to get your tax return check. So we don't believe in that over here. You are your own soulmate. Everyone else is an added bonus that can benefit you in life. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now we can't, like, we got to look at stuff like you're asking. Oh, Russell in the house, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said homeless men. Yes, Russell knows. Only homeless men believe in soulmates or men that's trying to get your tax return checked. Russell in the house. Thank you, Russell. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all go subscribe to Russell Hartley. We have collabed together a few times. Maybe we will again in the future. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He's also on TikTok as Mr. Russell Hartley, I think, and on YouTube and on Instagram as Russell Hartley. So y'all go follow. Y'all probably see him online talking about Russell, them hands be moving. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. He said, are nails, makeup, skincare, waxes, massages, etc. Oh, yeah. Also, yeah, get everything done. Yeah, because I got to go get my nails done. I just broke a nail. It's not all the way broken off, but I got to go get it done because it's going to break and I don't want it to break. Uh-oh, Russell again. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm expressive. Thank you for sharing my posts on IG. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, I know that's you're very expressive. But it's because you're passionate about what you're talking about. So that's always a good sign of someone that's, sharing information. If they're passionate about it, you better listen, right? Because a lot of people mistake my tone as being upset or angry, but that's just passion. You're passionate about what I do. And so I could tell you are too. You like what you do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Plus, it's probably a Southern thing to be very expressive. Okay. Nova, thank you, girl. Top tips on communicating with generous sugar daddy. Okay. Be smart enough to understand what he's talking about, but smart enough also not to correct him if you don't know what he talk about. Okay. Keep up on what he's interested in, but also don't try to chime in too much because men like to feel like men. As if they're teaching you, but sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, baby dollar. Appreciate that, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, thank you, Russell. Okay. Said a billionaire likes you, but he moves slow. You kiss, girl. He can move as slow as he want. He a billionaire, and you said, and he married. I don't know, ma'am. He's literally a billionaire. What are you gonna do? Maybe you need to appeal to the part of him that other people don't. Maybe you need to take some tips from the dust and Start talking about soulmates and how he dreamed about you and stuff like that. I had a dream of you last night. It's like we were in a past life together. Girl, take some tips from the Dusties and start making up stuff. And once they become a billionaire and they got all the money in the world, they be like looking for the mystical, interesting sides of life. Trying to find something crazy and eccentric to spend their money on. They might buy into it. I don't know. Like Kanye. Kanye said his wife told him he was a king in a former life. That's why he acted the way he acted. He wiped her up real quick. Then she realized, oops. Oh, Russell, thank you. Sprinkle Sprinkle, be available when he calls. Okay. Russell says, be available when that man calls who got money. Okay, you dealing with millionaires and billionaires, you better pick up that phone, Sprinkle Sprinkle, or call them right back so that you can get to somewhere that you can talk. Thank you, Russell. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Okay, I'm acting like $100 is $5. Russell, thank you. You are so generous. You be sprinkling me all the time. I don't take it for granted. I really appreciate that. I just have to keep my calm because I'm a lady. But like I seriously appreciate it. It does mean like, it means $100. $100 is $100. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said how to manifest business ideas. Well, I have a book and it's called How to Do What You Love by a Shira Goddess or a Shira Star Goddess and SheRaSeven. It's on Amazon. So in my book, I'm just gonna give you a little tip. It says lock yourself in a room with a pen and paper until you figure out 5 ways to earn money with what you already know and what you already have. Then you start there. And if if you have a little change, if you have a little something, start there. Well, what type of business can you start with the amount of money you have to start? It could be $100. It could be $1,000. Lock yourself in a room until you come up with 5 ways or 5 ideas on how to do that. And then when you come out, you'll have somewhere to start, But a lot of people are distracted. They're too busy worrying about what this is doing and what that is doing instead of what their true passions are and what they enjoy doing and what they can already do to earn money right now. They're just overlooking it because they're looking everywhere but themselves. So I always say, find something that you can make money on right now with what you already got. Then you go from there. Spring. That's what I did. What can I do? What do I know I can get some money from? Let me do that right quick. Because if you're already doing it for free, you could be making money on it right now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said how to book a session for private advice. Well, you're going to have to go way back in time. You got to get a time machine, ma'am, because I don't do consultations anymore. So when they come up with that time machine, you got to go back in time for when I used to do consultations and get you one back then. I don't do that anymore, but the closest you're going to get is literally signing up to my Patreon. It's linked in the description bar. Just scroll down until you see join my Patreon, tier 2 and up, and you can literally write me and I'll answer you back within a day or 2. So that's the closest you're going to get. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So join the Patreon, ma'am. Thank you, Lanice. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle. You never know. Somebody could see this in the future when time machines have been invented. So I'm going to get my money now and then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, y'all know it's not too far off. Y'all might as well start advertising for the past 2. Okay, anyway, y'all know I'm silly. You said just do a video on saving energy. Don't deal with nobody that's not beneficial. That's how you save energy. Don't emotionally react to people that don't even care. Period. You control your emotions. You control a lot of things. Okay. You could save a lot of energy by not emotionally reacting to everything. And then you could harness that energy and use it for something you need it for later on or right now. You know what I'm saying? I think it was Bruce Lee who had a quote like that. It said, don't be using up all your energy emotionally reacting to everything. I don't know if that's not the exact quote, but he said the same thing. Harness it and save it for something else. Okay, spoiled brat. This guy basically sent you 5,000 in total, but he keep pressing you to sleep with him. He supposed to send me 2,000 more, but he wants to link today. How should I finesse this situation? Girl, on Ethel, call up on Ethel, get the money, and then all of a sudden have your bestie or somebody call acting like Aunt Ethel on the phone that's just passed. When you're in his presence, like, oh, hold on, I have a call coming through. Hi. Yeah. Really? Aunt Ethel? Not Aunt Ethel. Then you need to fake cry and all of a sudden go into mourning mode. Fake Aunt Ethel is your way out of mostly everything. So you get the phone call at a certain time. You can even have, a fake alarm go off that sounds like a phone ring. And then you can just blame old Aunt Ethel and you're just not in the mood anymore because now you're mourning. The whole month can pass and you can still be good because of poor Aunt Ethel. Bad timing. Okay. So you already told him a lot of excuses already. Well, I mean, who can predict Aunt Ethel? Okay, fake Aunt Ethel. She's going to save you once again. So make sure you get the money and then Aunt Ethel is not going to make it. And then say, thank you so much. Now I can go to her funeral. I really needed this money. Now I can get to her funeral. Well, when I get back, I promise we got to talk. They talk. Okay. Okay. He was home for 2 days and no call. Should I be mad? I really don't think you're the one if he ain't call you for 2 days. Okay. So be mad that you still thinking he the one. Just talk to other men. Be mad at yourself for waiting on a man. You should be talking to other men and not even realizing he ain't calling. More time for you, right? You got to pick another name. They're catching on to Aunt Ethel. I always say Aunt Ethel as just a general name. Y'all pick any name y'all want. If y'all literally using Aunt Ethel, come on now, common sense. It's not everybody gonna have an Aunt Ethel. They gonna have an Aunt B, or this and a that. Y'all gotta fill in the blanks. I just say Aunt Ethel so y'all know it's an old person. Okay. Aunt Dolores. Yes, you gotta use whoever you gotta use. Grandma Mildred. All right. What do you do if you're in Europe and the culture is dust? Change the culture. Women are the number one people that literally change culture. You have to step in and do what you got to do. It ain't going to change if you don't change it. Thank you, baby dollar, sprinkle, sprinkle. And I've been telling people that ask the same question about, you said dust in Europe or whatever. You have to be the change. You got to stop accepting a lot of stuff. You have to say no. Just like they're doing in Korea. They're like, no. You got to change the culture. You can't just keep accepting it. Otherwise, y'all going to keep asking the same questions and the men are still going to be getting what they want. So you got to stop giving them what they want in order for them to be less dusty. Okay. I don't know what countries it is. Some people say, oh, well, not Eastern Europe or whatever European countries y'all talking about where there's too many dusties or men that want to go 50-50, change the culture. Okay. Thank you, Miss MDS, Sprinkle Sprinkle. You met an old man, but he has 2 sons who are 26 and 23, and they are dusty, who go 50-50. Do you think he is the same way, and is there hope? Okay. When I tell y'all, thank you for the donation, by the way. When I tell y'all to meet older men, it means financially older and responsible. That means you already should know from the start that he's going to spend money. You know what I mean? Old doesn't mean old. Old means money. When the two need to go together. If you old and ain't got no money, then that doesn't even count. You know what I'm saying? That's just dust. So when I say an older man or an old man, that means he's financially responsible. He got that money. He know what he's doing. When y'all think of an old man, they gotta have money. They can't be a dusty old man. Okay, that doesn't go together. Like if you ain't got it together by then, like you just dust and you ain't all that's you're just gonna be dust forever. All right. Okay. So you could test them out by asking them to pay some bills. Old men like to pay bills if they got money. Okay. You said, how can we best practice gaining knowledge, understanding, and to remember? Okay. Get my books and read them every day. Let me show you which one you can get. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I'm going to pull all of them. Or most of them. I'm going to pull some. Not all. So, this is the one you need every day. This is the Wisdom of SheRaSeven Daily Affirmations and Quotes. It's on Amazon, linked in the description bar. All my books are linked. But this one is what you need every day, because every day you get information, a quote, and it keeps you in the mindset. And it keeps the knowledge in your hand. Okay? Period. The next one you need, if you're a beginner, if you just found my channel or you just want another book, this is a thin question answer book when a man asks you what you bring to the table. There's some answers in here and why you don't bring them to the table. And if you do bring something to the table, what could happen? This goes over a glossary of terms that I use, like Pick Misha, Sugar Daddy, SD, Bob the Builder. Like all my little language in here. There's a little glossary of terms. So this is a beginner's guide. Okay, so you don't have to deal with dust no more. You done leveled up past that, and you know who you are, and you said what you said, and you all up under sprinkle, then you need sprinkle. How to date a provider and avoid a dusty. That's what you need. Okay, this is a good old thicker book. Okay, got little pictures, got little stuff in there. It's a hardback. You can get the paperback, whatever. But it keeps you knowing who you are and about on your sprinkle. Okay. After you done have the sprinkle lifetime or lifestyle for a little while, you know exactly who you are, and you know you look too good and you look way too good to be paying bills. This will also be your next book. Okay. Got to get them bills paid, man. So, Too Pretty to Pay Bills by SheRaSeven on Amazon, baby. What age is this book for? Grown enough to get this money. Okay. I would say 18 and up. You can read it before then, but it's going to be harder to apply unless you're a grown woman. Okay. Thank you. You really helped me so much. I just wanted to ask if I'm in the process of leveling up my books or looks. Sorry. Should I still go out and yes, ma'am, sprinkle, because you're going to see the difference of how people treat you the better you start looking. And it's also going to build your confidence and show you the difference between being leveled up and not being leveled up, and also everything in between. So you can know when you're starting to level down, you can see the telltale signs. Thank you, Andrea. You're going to Houston. Sprinkle. Okay, ma'am. Well, maybe you will see me. Maybe. All right. The next book y'all need to get once y'all got all them books and you have time to relax because you don't work anymore and you're living in your feminine era, but you still want to manifest more and keep your lifestyle going, is you need my Sprinkle coloring book. And this allows you to color, manifest. Oh, those are the back pages. They look like anatomical drawings. My daughter colored this one. So this gives you like, so you can manifest, get your sprinkle lifestyle, color what you want, do your self-care. It's like a lot of self-care, shopping, little mansions and houses and perfumes and all that kind of stuff. There's even pictures of me in here. Okay, my cat, kitties. I think most cultures are represented in here, so it's very diverse and inclusive. So we have like all types of like cutesy pictures, and I'm gonna find a good one. I have like a little charity gala. So y'all need to get my coloring book too. You got the little sugar daddy. Okay, you got the little shopping spree. So you can literally manifest your, your future or maintain what you got. Being grateful. And coloring is very relaxing. And also, if you want to get this for your daughters so that they can manifest their future, I do have my own stuff in there, so y'all can color me too. It's a good gift for anyone. It has like a quote on it every chapter. And some pages there's a quote. It says, I don't do it for the male gaze, I do it for the male money. I know that's right? So, SheRaSeven coloring book. It's on Amazon. Linked in the description bar with all. This is all my books for sprinkle. And thank you to all the members on the channel. I appreciate y'all. Kim, sprinkle. Okay, the Coco channel. Thank you so much for your donation. I didn't say your name earlier, but thank you, girl. Sprinkle. So we were talking about traditional housewives and how you should look, smell, and dress if you're going to be cooking and cleaning. You don't need to be looking like the maid. It's not my style to cook and clean all the time, but if that's what you love to do, make sure you look like you love to do that, as also that you love yourself. So I'm dressed like the little 50s traditional housewife, in honor of my new haircut. It's a bob. So a lot of the stuff that I recommend is like literally doing a full face of makeup, so you don't look like nobody's maid. And so the man definitely appreciates you a lot more when he sees you looking your best. And so you can pretty much get whatever you want instead of just being taken for granted and seen as the housewife or the domestic help. Also smelling good, right? And the pheromones will also keep him feeling like he's in love with you and you're just not the domestic help or the cook. Okay, so get that press him, that liquid finesse. Use my code SheRa. And men like the smell of certain smells. They like fresh, and a lot of men love the scent of like vanilla and stuff. So this is what I've been using lately, a combo of these two. And I do have them linked in the description bar under like perfumes that I like. Thank you, Charlotta Brown, for being a new member. So I do have the links of all the perfumes that I suggest and really like in the description bar. These are my 2 combo fragrances. So that's what I'll be using as of late. I also have another scent that I just bought that I also use, but this is more budget friendly. And you can get them both, wear them alone. Like this is dust repellent by itself. It's the Bella Vita white. And this is dust repellent on its own. Like rich, floral, crisp, musk. Then if you add it with the Latafa Angam or Angam, I don't know how to say that. This is a sweet vanilla-y type smell, really pretty and like gourmand smell. This is good on its own too, but when you pair them together, it's very nice. So this, if you want to know what this smells like, it's kind of like very close to Burberry Goddess, but with less lavender or less of the floral in it and more of the vanilla. So if you like the strong vanilla of Burberry Goddess, this is even more vanilla-y, but it's on the same, you know, on the same level. Thank you, Soothing Sounds and Relaxed Minds. You dated a few wealthy providers last year. You got exhausting. Do you recommend just leveling up without a man? I recommend do whatever you want, ma'am. But if you can take a shortcut by letting him pay your bills and stuff, then why not? And this is what I tell ladies. You can date as many wealthy men as you want, but until you find one that's gonna pay all the bills and pay up everything and give you money, you know, you can be tired of searching. You can be tired of looking. You could just do it on your own if it doesn't work out for you. But some women get lucky and they find that one that's going to take care of them. So if you're tired of looking, definitely take a break. Do what you got to do. And you might just find them when you're not even looking. Because I wasn't looking when I found the guy that I married that paid everything for me. I wasn't looking at all. I was just chilling. So maybe if you stop looking, you'll attract, because you're not, I don't know if you're putting out feelings of need or desperation, whatever. But sometimes it comes when you're not looking. So perhaps a break would be good for you. Okay. Or focus on yourself if you don't really need them. But eventually you may want someone, you know. You said, what's the name of this? I can't pronounce this, but this one it's Angham by Latafa. Just type in Latafa, Lattafa, and then Angham. It's linked in my description where it says perfumes that I like. I put it like on the list of all the perfumes that I like. And this one is White Oud by Bella Vita Luxury. This one is very crisp, clean, and white floral musk. Very sophisticated and like dust repellent. And this one is very sweet and sexy and vanilla-y. Okay. Oh, Kuan Yin, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Okay, Isabella says she lives in New York. Would you recommend any areas or restaurants to meet? Well, I've never been to New York. I don't know nothing about New York. Except the song New York, and then they got Statue of Liberty, Fifth Avenue. Like I know the shops, I know the songs, but I've never been to New York. So anybody that lives in NYC, help Isabella in the comments where to meet wealthy man. So Manhattan, I know that. Watch your Gossip Girl, sprinkle. Like, okay. Thank you, baby dollar. About this slow billionaire, your boss introduced us for business. He's married, powerful, and scared because he likes me. Should I tell him to forget business? I have real feelings, but girl, you need to lie. It's like billionaires, they have everything already. You got to appeal to their mystical side. All right. Start talking about the stars and astrology and tell them that, you in a past life, you think y'all was together. The connection is so strong. Just lie, girl. Sprinkle. Tell you went to the psychic reader and they said a tall, handsome man with a birthmark on his booty. I don't know, girl. You know what his birthmark is. Is the one. Just start doing what Dusties do. You got to appeal to their other side. They can buy anything they want. They can have any woman they want. You got to make it seem like you're the woman they're supposed to be with. Okay? He's scared because he's married. But if you let him know you don't care and that like whatever, he might be on it, you know. Or business wise, say, you know what, just give me some money so I can quit. Now I start my own business. Then we can, you know, be like Dracula and Mina, or you know, like the past life lovers. He might believe it, girl. You never know. Okay, isn't it interesting how the female part of the rose flower is surrounded by multiple male stamen that all support her? Thank you for going live. Thank you, little angel. Yes, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, the rose is my favorite flower, of course. And yes, the support in the rose female part, as you say, sounds good to me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So yes, definitely true. I need to go visit NYC. I don't have a good reason yet. When I have a good reason, maybe I'll be there. Thank you, baby dollar. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because he is close to the government and is scared. Well, then, you know what? Maybe they tapped his phone or something, girl, and gonna use it for evidence and blackmail. So, girl, I don't know. Girl, I have no idea how to navigate that. Just find another one that ain't close to the government. Have them introduce you to another one. Ask your boss to have introduce you to some more. Because you're doing too much. Like, it's too much work. Like, once you meet someone, he might have some money, he might be married, he might be scared, he might be, that's too much stuff. Like, it's too complicated. Okay, and he's telling you it's too complicated. Just collect what you can get out of them and go meet another one that ain't scared or ain't got no connections to be scared of over. You said, is it Elon Musk, girl? Girl, is that Elon? Girl, Elon Musk ain't worried about nobody. All right. Thank you, Sweet Tooth, for being a new member. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said he worried about his money. Girl, he ain't worried about it. If it's Elon Musk, tell him you knew each other in a former life on Mars. Then you might get him. We were Martians. That's why you long to go back there so much. Girl, start making up stuff, girl. Tell him to hire you on as part of the team so he can be close. Okay. Yeah, some ladies asking me about a billionaire that's connected to the government and married. I don't think Elon Musk married though, so it might not be him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said, what do I think about Melania? She look like she mind her business and go shopping a lot. It is unbothered. She looks like, literally, Melania looks like she mind her business. She goes shopping a lot. And she stays unbothered. Definitely not a traditional housewife. Okay. Should I look and smell how he wants me to or how I want to? Who holds the power in the relationship? That's the answer. Whoever holds the power in the relationship, they do what they want. Now, if you get some pheromones, if you get the whole cosmetics pheromones and press him, he gonna like whatever you like. You know what I'm saying? Because you spray this on, it's gonna make him feel like he's falling in love with you and very attracted to you. So you compare it with any perfume you like. All he gonna be smelling is this, and he's gonna be attracted to this. Okay. And use my code Shira to get this. It's linked by itself. Scroll down in the, actually, I'll link it right here again. Get this and only spray it around him. It's like I said, it makes men feel like they're falling in love with you. And wear whatever you want and smell however you want, because this is all he's going to be being attracted to anyway. The pheromones. Okay. I was scrolling on Instagram and I came across a couple of posts that were talking about how strippers earn more money when they're ovulating, which is, releasing the pheromone of, vasopressin, which is exactly what this is. They make way more money when they're ovulating than versus when they're not ovulating. And this is what's being released. So why not have that power on a daily basis at your fingertips? Okay. And it doesn't smell like anything, so you can pair it with any perfume. Okay. And then, of course, once again, liquid finesse just makes it easier to get what you want. It's hard for them to say no to you. It makes them very talkative. If you have men who aren't talkative or shy, you definitely need liquid finesse because it will make them start talking. Okay. Or feel very like close and want to communicate more with you. So, if you spray this, they're going to be like talking. Get that. It'll help also when you're freestyling. It will help men to come over to you as well and start up conversations. So I'm going to post that again. Co Cosmetics Pheromones. You use my code Shira and save you some money. Okay, because it is a little pricey. So you're going to need that discount because it works. Thank you, Sweet Tooth. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I do run through these bottles. That's how I be getting everything done. I literally use this every day. Okay. They have a smaller size. They have the purse size, and then they have the regular size, and then they have the vanity size. So, and then they also have roller balls, the oil, and if you don't like the spray, they also have the rollers. So it is worth it. It works. I promise you, I would not tell y'all that. It's literally science. But remember, ladies, men are also visual creatures. So if you want to make this more potent and powerful, you got to also look good. You can't just spray this on with a bonnet on and some crust in your eye. You also like paint the whole picture, and then this is the finishing touch. Okay. Been feeling good, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you going to Korea? You're short. Should you wear heels? Oh, I don't know how much 175 centimeters tall is. I don't even. Girl, y'all know we on a whole different metric system over here in the U.S. Girl, how tall is that in inches? Anyway, I don't know. If you're going to be taller than everyone else, they might look at you like a supermodel or something. And they might want to take pictures with you. But if you don't, you said 5'9". Okay, that's my height. Girl, I'm wearing my heels when I need to wear them, wherever I need to go. They'll just think, you're Rihanna or something, girl, or somebody tall, a supermodel, Naomi, somebody. I don't know what you look like because you have Forrest in the background. But, I would wear them. I wouldn't care what people think. Like, be who you are. Like, maybe they'll want to take pictures with you. Maybe there's some tall Koreans over there who's looking for a tall woman. You never know. Yes, I'm 5'9". I'm 5. Someone says that's 5'7". Okay, well, I'm 5'9". And I still wear heels. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you get him to pay off car? You slept with him 3 years ago. Girl. What kind of weird question is this? Okay, so he's supposed to think back 3 years ago and the good time he had with you, and now all of a sudden just have the urge to pay off your car? This is a funny question. Okay. Well, you need to call him and remind him of the good time you had 3 years ago. And tell him, I was thinking about you and what happened 3 years ago. How you doing? And then tell him about your car note that needs to be paid. Maybe he'll want some more and he'll pay the price. Who knows? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I have no idea, but that's a long time ago. He might be married with kids by now, girl. Okay. Someone says get a new one. Girl, sometimes people be having whole kids and families by the end. You gotta get you a fresh one. You gotta click the join button on the page, the channel page of the video, like of the YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel page and then it'll say join or something like that, or become a member somewhere. I don't know what it looked like. I don't even know if you can do it on the phone or not. Let me look. It's so funny because I don't know, because I'm not looking at the same view as y'all are. But let me check. Okay. I'll show y'all. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you go to this top line right here and you scroll over like right here. It'll say memberships. See? You click on memberships, I guess, or join. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's different on my page. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to figure it out. It's different on my stuff. Shira, did you date white guys? I dated all races. I've dated every race. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. I did not discriminate, darling. Thank you. You like my short haircut? I cut a little bob. All right. You said you too, Rachel? Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, are all men the same? Mostly, yes. They may be different about their approach. They may be different about their morals. They may be different about this, but at the end of the day, they're pretty much all the same. But one may be more, the mentality of them are very different. But initially, all men want the same thing. It's just what they're willing to do to get it and what they're willing not to do. In Miami, and the men, you're in Miami, and the men here are very rich and wealthy. What should I wear on a first date? I have tan skin and dark hair. Ma'am, just go look at everybody else with tan skin and dark hair in Miami and put the same thing on, but in a different color. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, just go to Fashion Nova and click on all the matching sets that's made out of spandex, and there you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's different down there. You can't do the same stuff anywhere else that you can do over there. So take advantage of it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you want to look bougie, try a different website. There you go. So I missed your super chat. Let me scroll back up, girl. How to deal with society's opinion about women who get provided by men. I've been provided for months, but now I start to feel guilty. What do I do? Start providing for him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you feel stupid and dumb and guilty for being a woman and letting a man do his only job that he's put on earth to do, which is provide, then switch roles like a pygmisha and start providing for him and see how stupid and dumb you feel versus guilt. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Society don't run nothing over here. What do you want? Okay. Bet you don't want to pay his bills, do you? Well, then let him pay yours. That question, when women ask me that, do you not know your value? Do you not know what a role of a man is? Why would you feel guilty for what is natural? That's like saying you feel guilty for being a woman. No. Live your life, collect your money, and be happy, and get rid of society brainwashing of you feeling guilty about being a woman. Uh-oh, thank you. Fit Re, sprinkle, sprinkle. You are blocked by a person you're talking to who spent 20K, fly me out, reach out each time, cause told him I wasn't happy on V-Day. He didn't do anything for me. Okay, well, ma'am, you still won. You got money. He blocked you. And now you can go date someone else that can give you something on Valentine's Day next year or for President's Day today. I don't know if y'all celebrate that. But you can get a just because I like you gift at any time. He blocked you. You got time to go find someone else. If you got him, you can get another one. We don't care about men blocking us because we already have extra ones that we can go talk to while they're having their little hissy fit. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That don't bother us. On to the next. Until that one comes back to his senses and realize he just invested 20K and he better come collect on it. Or at least, you know, get his money worth. I ain't worried about that. You can get another one. Have that attitude and you'll never be missing any man again. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, the mousse for volume is called extra large from Color Wow. Okay, ma'am, thank you, girl. I'm gonna put that on the list. Earlier in the video, I asked for volumizing products because my daughter wanted to buy me a birthday gift, and I told her to buy me volumizing hair products for my new haircut. So you said the mousse is called, what's it called, girl? Extra large. Okay. Thank you. I wrote it in a little notebook. Okay. Thank you for getting the details for me. What are y'all talking about? Russell is the kind of man you dream. Okay, Allie says Russell is the kind of man she dreams about. Well, that's very nice for putting it out there like that. You got a desperate though. But at least you're honest. Okay. So that's the template. That what? You're off Friday, you're going freestyling all day. Okay, Courtney. Well, have fun, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A lot of people were mad on Valentine's Day. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all just got y'all's relationship status handed to you. That's all y'all did. Y'all got the relationship status handed to you in your hand. You got told, I don't like you. You're not the one. And I don't value you like you think I should. A lot of y'all found that out. A lot of y'all found out that men like you. A lot of y'all found out that they didn't. But as long as you can keep collecting your money and you got your roster, that's all that really matters. You know, we're not going to get super reactive. We're just going to get our money. If whoever you're dealing with is trying to get back in your good graces and they did not give you anything for Valentine's Day, then pick a more expensive gift that you would like to have because they missed Valentine's Day. It's going to cost them more now to get back with you. Now, a lot of people don't give gifts on Valentine's Day because they don't want you to think the relationship is more than what it is, but they will gift you something another day so that you don't get the wrong idea. Okay, so make sure it costs money. Some men aren't ready for commitment. And if he buys you something for Valentine's Day, he thinks you're going to get the wrong idea. What if they're married? What if like they're just dating around and have a roster themselves? They don't want you to think you're special. I mean, lies and game is one thing, but giving someone something on Valentine's Day is literally saying, I love you, or I want to love you, or I want something serious to happen. Unless it's just friends, you know. Okay, Gigi says, what do you do when a rich guy like you likes your Insta stories, your post? He told my friend I was pretty, but messaging me. Isn't messaging me, should I DM him or not? Girl, no. Look, let me tell you a secret. I'm old. I'm older. I don't do nothing. And people still up in my DMs. And I know you probably look better than me. I can't see your profile. Let me see. Okay, you look younger than me. You look like, you know, you in shape and all that kind of stuff. Ma'am, no. If they want you, they're going to come get you. Don't do the most because think about this. How many other girls are doing the exact same thing, getting into them DMs? You're not special if you enter into the DMs. You're not special. They got to enter into yours for you to be special. So if you want to be special, you can't go into them DMs. All right? They got to come into yours first. Otherwise, you chase it. All right? Who cares what they think? If you're special, they heard, they look, they like, they coming. Give them time. Don't rush it. Let them come on their own. That way you know it's for real. Okay? Let him come out on his own, girl. If you go running behind him, he's like, oh, she's just like the others. Mm-hmm. Okay. His friends don't mean anything in your relationship. Exactly, girl. Let them come to you. You are the queen. You are the prize. You are special. They are supposed to come to you. That's it. I don't care if they're rich. I don't care if they're famous. I don't care if they whoever. You still remain the prize no matter what. They got to come to you. Okay? That's how you stand out in the crowd instead of blend in. Let them come to you. Okay. I missed your super chat again? Girl, let me go back. Hold on. I might have already answered it, but some of y'all. Okay, I see it. Hold on. Who is texting? Okay, I also got a Cash App. Let me say hi to the Cash App. Chantel, thank you, girl. She sent me a Cash App. So thank you, Chantel. I don't know if you're still listening. I don't know how long ago that was, but I'm sorry I missed it. But let me see what she's talking about. Should we ever tone down our sexy? Yes. She said, should we ever tone down our sexy? Yes, ma'am. Why? Because too much looks too desperate. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And also the environment that you're in, if not everybody else is like, if it's not an environment to actually be sexy in, it could literally be looked at as vulgar. So be appropriate to the environments you're in. If you're too sexy all the time, you're going to look like you're looking for what? Sex. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, let me answer Ben feeling good. You just turned 19. Should you lie about your age? You're a model. No. You should never lie about your age, especially when you're that young. Because first of all, depending on how old of a person you're trying to date, they're not going to take you seriously no matter what. You're 19. Okay. Someone might, but you're 19. You should be focused on getting your bills paid, getting money, having fun, doing what you like to do. Don't lay down when it broke. Okay. If you're gonna lie, just say 20. Because if they try to take you to the bar, I don't know how old I don't know what country you live in, if y'all drink over there, or if you need to be a certain age to get into certain places. I don't know. But if you have to be a certain age to get in certain places, then don't lie, because they could literally get in trouble for trying to bring you in there. And maybe stick to guys who are just trying to, impress you with their wallets and give you money. Mm-hmm. You say you want this headscarf? Where to purchase, girl? I don't remember where I got this, but I do know that they do sell them online. Like, I think I've seen them on Amazon, and I think I've seen them on Shein. But I got this from like a little store in the mall. But I know they all buy it from the same place because I saw the same patterns and stuff. So, just look. They're all over Shein. Okay. And that's the reason why, because like I bought a bunch of them last night after I cut my hair, because I bought like a pack of a couple of them in the mall, and I know I saw the same patterns on Shein, so I just bought some more different patterns because they're all shopping and getting the stuff from the same place. Okay. What if the entire city dresses down? Okay, well, wear something slightly leveled up from whatever they're dressing like, and do your hair and makeup. So if they all wear crap, wear nicer crap, but on just like a slightly higher level. You know what I mean? And do your hair and makeup. That way you look better than all of them, but not crazy. Okay. You said not the entire city. Well, I see a lot of people that wear ugly stuff, and I would never dare put that on unless I'm painting or in my garden. I wouldn't go out in public with it though. Some of these people's best outfit is an outfit I wouldn't wear out in public, but we're not them, so we can't act like them. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, you say you're 29 and one child single. Okay, how old is your child? You ready to not be single? Okay, well, you need to get yourself together first. And your child needs to be of school age so they can be in school where, you have your days free, or at least your mornings free. But I would definitely wait till your kid's old enough and then start focusing on that. And then, of course, I always say this, and I answer this the same every single time. Don't tell people you got kids, because you need to know if they're interested in you or your kids. All right? They need to be interested in you. Do I still go clubbing? I've been a couple of times in the last few years, yes. But only for less than like an hour and a half, and I'm in and out. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And I usually go to the old folks club, or like, I guess it's like split. It depends on what night you go. But I don't really go out. Like maybe once in every 6 months. I do more like old lady stuff, like brunch, shopping, lunch, parties, events, stuff like that. I don't go to clubs all like when I was younger. That's when I was younger. Yes, I loved the club. But older ladies like me, we got to go to brunch. We got to go to events. We got to go to parties that people invite us to. So he said, what's your favorite cocktail? Whatever they got specialized on the menu that look good. Like yesterday, I had a no, was it yesterday? I had a rosé sangria with berries, spritzed with rose water. That was pretty good. You said, you ain't old. Well, thank you. I'm not old. But I don't do the stuff that young people do. I've already done it. Could y'all imagine me in the club with all the youngsters? So, okay. You said 3 years old and you have to operate a business. Okay, focus on your business and your kid. The men are going to be there. All right. I try to imagine what it would be like, but I always I think women, once you have a child, once you lay down with a grown able-bodied man, if he didn't have enough money to take care of the child, maybe he does, and you just want to date, make sure you have the right team in place so that you're able to date. Someone you trust. Make sure your child is old enough to understand everything, that can speak for themselves and are of school age. I always say school age because a lot of times people can brainwash kids. You don't want your kids to come back to you years later and talking about, Mama, remember when you was out dating all them men? Well, da-da-da-da. I don't want that to happen to no woman. So focus on yourself and your child until your child is old enough. I think we owe the children that, at least, to keep them safe. You can get a man at any time, ma'am. You could always date older. Okay. Your kid can be in junior high, high school, and you can go grab you an old man and still get the bag. Or you can go grab you a man when that kid gets to first and second grade. Okay. Grabbing you a man too soon is how you got in the predicament you in. Wait until the right time. The right time is when everything is secure. Your child, your priorities. Okay. I I never have I mean, I understand women gonna do what they do, but put your kid first. They gonna remember this. Okay? I promise you. They're gonna be like, Mama, remember when you was going out every night with all them dudes you be meeting online? They're gonna remind you later. And you don't want that. Be the be the best mother because that's how you're gonna be remembered anyway, as a mother and not somebody's woman or girlfriend. And that's just knowledge and wisdom right there. When you die, your kid's gonna be next to you, not some random. And usually women die before their husbands. I mean, usually husbands die before their wives. So think about it. Especially if you date somebody older, they're gonna be gone way before your kids gone. Treat them kids right. Don't pawn them off on other people. When they're old enough to know what's what, then go start dating. And make sure you're only dating when they're not needing your attention. So while they're at school, go to lunch. While they're at their friend's house or spending the night at their friend's house, go on a date. Make sure they're occupied and doing something that they want to do while you do what you need to do. Because if you keep sacrificing time with men versus them, especially random men, they're going to take offense to that. And you don't want that type of relationship with your child. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What's your secret for looking so young and beautiful? Makeup, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And water. Thank you, Gigi Jennings. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're pretty, but women learn to be approachable to males. I'm also 21 and in college, by the way, so I'm quite young. Should I just focus on college? Girl, back in the day, it's called multitasking. Go to school during the day, do your homework, get dressed, go out, freestyle, get you somebody's number that got money, have them pay for your tuition and your books, save your money, go shopping with their money. You know what I'm saying? Multitask, man. Y'all be trying to do one thing at a time. Y'all ain't never gonna get nowhere. Multitask. When I was in school, I multitask. I had a full-time job, went to school, and went out. How y'all do? What y'all doing? Full-time job, went to school and freestyle every night or every other night. You said it's 3 a.m. going to sleep on this live. Okay. It's too, I don't know where you are, but over here it's not that late. You said juggling all these men is a job. Not really, not if you're already going to be where they are. Back in the old days, we just used to tell people where we were going to hang out and they could meet us there and pay for stuff. We was already just going to be there. You go out with your friend or you go out by yourself. Well, I'm going to be over here tonight and you can come through if you want to and buy, end up buying your drinks, buying your food or whatever. If you want them to take you out on a date, then great. Let them take you out on a date. But usually if they want you, they're going to come get you. If not, they already know you look good and somebody else gonna get your attention. So that's how we used to do back in the day. We already used to be hanging out. Somebody hit you up. Well, I'm at this place. Come through if you want to, and they already know the tab is waiting. That you've racked up. If they don't come pay it, they know somebody else will. Okay, y'all need to learn how we used to do back in the old days. The old days, they chase us, baby. Thank you, Cynthia Sunflower Sprinkle Sprinkle. What do you think about an older woman solo traveling to a city like New Orleans? I think it's a wonderful idea. I love New Orleans. I would go there by myself if I wanted to. It's actually just a drive for me. I ain't even got to fly. I just drive over there. I go over there, walk around, get me some drinks, go in the clubs, go in the bars. I mean, local people that live there do it all the time. Just make sure you abide by the safety rules. Don't travel alone on certain streets. Stay with the crowd, whatever. You say you don't like to fly. Well, drive then, girl. Take a bus. I don't know. I can drive because I live close. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get you an RV. Okay. You can rent RVs or you could drive like a rental car. Get a bus. I don't know. A lot of people don't like the bus, but I ain't never rode no bus unless it was like on a business trip with the actual business itself. Um, and they rent out the whole thing like a luxury one, but I don't know about them Greyhounds or not. Okay, from NYC, girl, I don't know, man. That's a long drive. Well, you're gonna have to face your fear, I guess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Don't don't y'all are silly. Well, good luck, however you get there, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Maybe you could take a cruise there. Don't they have cruises that go out of New York or in the Atlantic, and you can get to like Florida and then travel to New Orleans? I don't know. I'm thinking too much. Go get you a cruise. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so we were talking about traditional wives. I'm getting ready to go in a second, but I'm not a traditional wife. But if I were, I'm definitely gonna look good, smell good, feel good, and have the upper hand in everything. Um, if you are a traditional wife, cooking and cleaning must be something that you're passionate about and actually like to do instead of feeling like you're obligated to do it. Because anytime you do anything and you don't like it, it's not good for you or the people involved. So make sure if you are a traditional housewife that you actually like being a traditional housewife and you look good and you maintain your beauty and your high standards still. If you're not getting what you want in your marriage or in the house, then you need to stop all duties. Okay. And remind people of your value and your worth. Because sometimes housewives, sadly, especially traditional housewives, they get taken for granted a lot, overlooked, and just seen as the domestic help. So make sure you don't look like the domestic help. Make sure you stay cute and smell good and dressed. Thank you, Theodora. How to know if you're settling or just being greedy? Well, if you have the lifestyle that you desire, and you wake up every day happy, and there's nothing else that you actually want unless it's just like that you can't go have if you absolutely just had to have it, then there's something in your lifestyle that you still want. So either get it for yourself or find another man that's going to give it to you, or both. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Only you know if you're greedy, ma'am. So sometimes greed is literally growth. Because think about this. If men think about dust, dusty men might think it's greedy to want a nicer home than what they already have. Dusty men might think it's greedy to want to travel and do this when you could take the bus instead and do that. It just depends on your mindset and what you have as personal goals in your own life, you know. Yeah. Should you be a traditional wife for your provider? If you like cooking and cleaning, only if you like it. Now, let me tell y'all, if you don't like it, it's going to feel not so fun. So you must like it if you're going to do it. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I'm going to tell y'all. If y'all love cooking, if your passion is cooking, if your passion is keeping a neat, organized, clean house because you do it anyway, great, go do it. But if not, don't agree to those terms. Maybe you can cook once a week. Maybe you can do this if you're a traditional housewife, if you agree to it. But me, I don't like doing none of that stuff a lot. So I have somebody else do it, or we find another way to do what we got to do. So if you don't like it, don't be it. How to explain to a man you're not close to family? You don't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You lie. And if they ask where your family are, they live somewhere far. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's none of their business unless you got a ring on their finger. All right. Telling people everything about yourself is a recipe for disaster. Learn to keep stuff private. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, it definitely has to be your passion, because there are women that absolutely love to cook. There are people and women that love to clean and organize. I do it because, like, I have to organize my stuff because it's getting out of hand, not because I love to do it. But maybe once I am organized, it's not going to be that much of a problem, because if you have a clean house, if you have everything organized the way you want to, if cooking is your passion, then you have no problems. But if you don't want to get home and worry about what you're going to cook for 5 people every day and they may or may not want it, I'm not getting ready to go through all of that. But some women, everybody likes the same stuff in their household. Everybody likes the same food. So it could be easier for some families and some people. So if you like it, then make sure you look good and aren't taken for granted at the same time. Okay, you was ghosted by this guy that you liked. He didn't want to commit. You went on a date. He didn't text or call you yesterday and today and found someone else. Okay. Well, I don't know if you found someone else or if he found someone else. I don't know what that last sentence is saying, but you know, it's okay. Most men don't want to commit unless they're actually chasing you. So that's why you have to let the man chase, because that's how you know they want a commitment. You allow them to be the man and chase. You don't chase them. Most men date just to have somebody to eat with or to possibly try to get into the bed. If they really like you, they're going to take their time with you and they're going to chase you and they're going to ask you for a commitment. It's not going to be the other way around. You ain't going to be asking them for no commitment. They're going to be asking you. So make sure you get the right target next time. They have to like you way more and they actually have to chase you. Otherwise, they're not looking for anything with you if they're not chasing you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if you found another one, good for you. That's what you're supposed to do. You found someone else? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Good for you, ma'am. On to the next. Because if they're not trying to be with you, then see who is. You said you could barely cook for yourself, Valerie. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And okay, traditional housewives, think about this for a second. If you planning on becoming one, what happens during the holidays when all their families come over? You got to cook for 18 people or 20 people or 10 people. What you gonna do then? Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We said in the beginning, mind, energy, and bliss says in the beginning, tell them you don't cook or clean, even if you like to cook. Therefore, he won't have any expectation. That's exactly true. They said, do you cook and clean? It's like, oh, only if I absolutely have to, but it's not something that I do on the regular basis. I keep my place clean and tidy, but I don't really just cook like that. It's just something that I would have to be really into and passionate about. That way he don't try to get you to cook him some breakfast or make him, some dinner and see what your domestic skills are like so he can exploit them. Thank you, Stella. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Advice for starting on social media if you feel insecure. Honestly, no matter how good you look, somebody gonna say something about you anyway. So you can be the most secure person in the world. You could be the most beautiful person in the world. Somebody gonna say something anyway. So you might as well get over that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, think about this. Rihanna and Beyonce are on social media and people still talking trash up in their comments. So what you gonna do? Either get in where you fit in or don't get no money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Either you can take it or you can't. That's what it is these days. Either you understand it or you don't. People are gonna just be mean just because they can. But there's more people that are gonna be nice than there are gonna be mean. So just get that in your mind. Okay. Yes. Sometimes, okay, let me tell y'all a secret. Sometimes people are triggered by you and how you react to things or how you don't react to things, and they get mad because, a lot of times people can't understand it or they can't do the same thing or they can't get to other people the way that I can, So a lot of people will get mad about that, but that's literally not my problem. And like if you get on social media and people start having issues and stuff or being mean or saying weird stuff, remember that's not your problem. And don't take it on as your problem. Let them keep their little problems that it just happened to include you, because you know how some people say, I am a problem. And that's a good thing. If you're a problem to someone, but they're not a problem to you, you win. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. If you're the problem, you're the winner. Keep that in mind. If someone always got their name in your mouth, you're the winner, because they keep advertising for you for free for some strange reason. And it's gonna be fine. In fact, being insecure online, it doesn't matter if you're insecure or not, because most of the people in your comments are insecure. Most of the people that are going to comment or say something are going to be insecure. So everybody online is going to have some type of insecurity. Just ignore it and keep going. That's my advice. Someone asked me if they're insecure, how do they start an online social media? And I told them, people gonna be mean no matter if you're insecure or not insecure. So get on there and do what you gotta do. You said you're doing something right when people talk. Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And I can make a whole video about people that talk trash, gossip, and all this kind of stuff. But why would I do that? It's literally the only way that they know how to express themselves in a low frequency. So I don't really bother with that. And with the age of social media, that's how some people make their money, because they don't have any other real talents or skills. So they have to use other people in order to thrive, because they don't have what it takes for real. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't got it, then you go find somebody that got it. And you can use their name. As y'all can see, a lot of people do that. But my advice is to go get it, instead of using other people that already got it. Because if you keep using other people that already got it, you ain't never gonna get it. And one day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna realize you wasted a lot of time and you never got it. Okay. You said, can we talk about traditional wives. Yes. Don't wake up and only have the role as being a maid, a cook, and the domestic help. Wake up being fabulous every day, looking good, and knowing your value and worth. If you do decide to be a traditional housewife, make sure you look good every day. And if your man starts to take you for granted, pull back on all housewife duties. Okay? If you don't get what you want, pull back on every housewife duty. All right? Stand your ground. You are still a person. And if you don't feel like cooking 5 to 7 days a week, cook 2 days a week. All right? Learn how to say no and have boundaries as a traditional housewife, because a lot of women don't think that they can. A lot of women think, okay, well, the man pays all the bills. I have to do this. No, ma'am, you don't have to. You can fake an injury. You can say that you're sick. You can take a little break. A lot of traditional housewives that love to do what they do, that doesn't mean that they want to do it 24/7. Sometimes women do want to take a break. So take your break, ma'am. Take your break if you're a traditional housewife. Don't stress yourself out. If you don't feel like going to the grocery store or figuring out what's for dinner tonight, DoorDash that stuff. And if a man comes home and tries to tell you, I want a home cooked meal, then tell him to get to cooking. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So, don't let people take you for granted. Don't let people tell you what to do. Remember, you're still a human being, and you can still enjoy cooking and cleaning for your family if you're a traditional housewife, which I'm not. But if you are, don't feel shame in it if that's what you love to do. But don't take it as if it's a duty that you have to do every single day of your life. You deserve a break. Okay? Them people in your house got arms and legs. They can do the same thing you could do. Okay? Well, you need a break, let them know. Look, I need a break. So y'all got it. But make sure you look good so that when you say you need a break, they listen. Because a lot of times when you let yourself go, they don't see you as anything else but the help. But if they see you as a real person because you're attractive, you care for yourself, you love yourself, they're going to listen to you more. And looks have a lot to do with how people treat you, even in your own family. Okay? So put some effort into that. Someone says hire help. Exactly. But then is that a traditional housewife if you're hiring help? You can hire help, but you can pretend to be a traditional housewife. There are a lot of women who are literally hiring help with their husband's credit cards and he has no idea, and present themselves as a traditional housewife. So if you're in that place, if you're ordering food and putting it in your own pots and pans and, making it smell like you cooked and just adding some extra seasoning on it, great. More power to you. If you're hiring cleaning services and when he gets home, they're already gone, good for you, man. Either way, you're making it work. He said, that's what I did. Okay, Tony, sprinkle, sprinkle. See, Tony, no. But if you don't care to hide it at all, hire them people with his money and right in front of his face, great. But if you are trying to have the traditional housewife role, definitely find shortcuts to help you out. Definitely say you need a break when you need a break. And definitely don't let them treat you like the help, and make sure you look good every day. You said some of your friends need to hear this? Yes. Well, go ahead and send them the video, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. And make sure you get a vacation when you need a vacation. So, for example, some women don't get vacations unless they are going with the entire family. And that's not a vacation for you if you still got to tend to kids or tend to this or tend to that. You need a vacation just for you or just for fun or just with your girls or your sibling or your sister or something or whoever. Make sure you get that, because sometimes going on vacation is even more work for some women. Okay? Even if it's a weekend getaway or a staycation or something, make sure you get that. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Well, if you go to vacation with your kids, that's fine too. But I'm just saying, when you are needing it, a staycation, even if it's just for a day or two. Maybe your friend can go, maybe your kids can go spend the night at their friend's house if that's what you want. Unless you are like me, I take my kids on all my vacations because they know how to tend and tend to themselves. I don't have to do too much. And plus they're teenagers, so does it matter? Okay. Shira, is being a musician an unclassy career? Will it drive providers away? What kind of magician? Just kidding. What kind of musician? Are you a classical musician? Or are you trying to break into the music industry? Are you already in the music industry? Do you play like the cello or the piano? Like, what is your musical or musician career? Are you trying to make it in the music industry? A lot of times, I'm going to answer it in case you are. A lot of times people see that you're just a dreamer. You don't have any real solid, plans for your future. And you'll probably do that for the rest of your life, even if it means you being poor. A lot of people believe that about musicians. So it just depends on the type of industry that the person that you're attracting is in. If they're in the music industry, they may try to exploit you. If they're not in the music industry, but they have a solid career, they may think that you're going to have to travel a lot and do a lot of weird stuff in order to try to make it. So they may not be too understandable. I don't know. Honestly, I would take a break on the music career if you find a really good provider. And then when you get nice and comfortable and secure that bag, then you can put more money into doing what you do and maybe make it yourself without anybody else's help. You can start your own little record label, make some connections with, using his money, open up a little studio, like do it on your own. Open your own business. Stop chasing the bag in the music industry and get a sugar daddy sponsor and then build your own stuff, Sprinkle, sprinkle. Take a break from it. It's always going to be there if it's talent. Sometimes people's perception of other, careers aren't always going to be positive. Okay. You said trad wives are a fake idea of 1950s family and something very small percentage people can afford. And yes, trad wives are usually very wealthy and have help. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying to the ladies who are pretending to be trad wives. They're literally ordering DoorDash and putting it in pots and pans with their husband's credit cards. And also, like you do have to have a provider. That's number one. In order to be a traditional wife, they do have to find a provider. Okay. And I don't like when people say this, but no offense to anybody who has used this as a point of educating, but I don't like the attitude that people just accept that only certain people can do certain things and that's everybody can't have a provider. If back in the old days, I think about this, back in the old days, everyone or most women could have a provider unless they were just from the dirt or, unless, because a lot of laws prevented some women from working back then or working at certain places back then. And they always needed a man or at least help or at least to stay in their family until they were married, right? So way back then, most men were providers. But nowadays, men know that women can get their own bag and their own money. Of course, but that doesn't mean that they can't get one. It means that they don't need one. Okay. Thank you, Cactus Bunny. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you deal with a rude stepdaughter? She's 25. Girl, I just be ignoring people left and right, acting like I didn't hear them, and continuing to do what I need to do. I just apologize that they feel the way that they feel, and that I hope that they feel better later. Well, I'm sorry that you feel that way. Thanks for sharing with me, and I hope you feel better later. Like, I really don't care. That's what you need to tell people. Because if you allow people to upset you and you emotionally react, you're going to have a bad day all day, every day. So just apologize that they feel that way about the situation, and I hope they feel better later. That's literally it. But, oh, I'm so sorry you feel that way. Well, I hope you feel better later. Bye. If they're being rude, say, okay, well, thank you for sharing your feelings. Noted. And just keep going. Like, who cares? Like, okay, your opinion doesn't count or matter. It was nice for sharing it, though. I'm going to still do what I got to do. Okay, the peculiar princess. Thank you, girl. A man you went out with offered to pay 3/4 of your bills as long as I can stay 1 to 2 months. How to collect the money without renting a place with him? 3/4 your bills, ma'am. No, ma'am. For 2 or 3 months. No. Um, okay. Is he gonna pay all the bills in advance, like for 6 months? Or no? 3/4 of all your bills as long as you live with him? Okay. That's gonna take away a lot of your bills. If you have your own apartment, it's gonna take away most of your bills. So tell him for the first month you want to see if he's able to provide for you. And then you'll think about moving in the second month. And then don't. Then by then he should be invested enough in order to be able to keep stringing him along. Like, oh, well, my mom's coming to visit and she needs a place to stay. Or my grandma's coming to visit. Like, always have family member coming to visit you if you have your own place. I don't know if you do or not. That way he ain't trying to move you in, because that means his family gonna have to come visit you at his place. And he might not be ready for all that. Okay, sprinkle. Okay, Cactus Bunny says she's passive aggressive. We are the same age. Just tell her, look, girl, if it ain't me, it's gonna be another 25-year-old. So do you like me, or do you want somebody else your same age, and you want to keep learning and meeting new women that's the same age? It's gonna be somebody my age now. Let's just get to it. Just tell her that. Like, tell her straight up. I know I'm young, I know you young, but if it ain't me, it's gonna be another young. So you might as well get along, unless you want to be talking to another 25-year-old next week after I just go level up and find somebody richer than your daddy. Okay, because look, it is what it is. Don't be mad, just understand the game. Sometimes when you're honest, they just leave you alone. Because they're only messing with you because you are bothered. You said, how you chase him, how do you turn the tables? By not dealing with him no more until he starts chasing you. And don't chase him back. Okay? Like, you need to stop dealing with somebody the whole 100% of the time. If you chase them, leave them alone. The whole thing is out of whack and out of order. They come back looking for you, and then they're chasing you now, and you can let them continue to chase you. If not, they didn't want you in the first place. Okay? They didn't want you to begin with. And if they did want you in the beginning and you started chasing them, it probably was a turnoff. So don't ever chase a man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Just stop chasing and leave it alone. Like, y'all, I know a lot of women want the man that they want. But if you mess up, you messed up. Just go get another one. Okay? Stop messing up. Learn from your past mistakes and stop messing up. Stop chasing men. They don't want you if you got to chase them. Okay? Get that in your mind before you go on another date with anybody. Stop chasing. Don't chase. Don't chase. Just keep repeating that in your mind the whole time if you're one of them women that are pick niches and chase men. Don't chase. Don't chase. Don't chase. Don't chase. Say that in your mind silently so you can stop doing that. Because if you're chasing, they don't want you. You want them more. And that's not how it goes. I mean, could you imagine the type of man that allows a woman to chase him, his mentality, how he thinks? Girl, do you want that type of man anyway? Ugh. Like, seriously, do you literally want a man who wants you to chase him? How do you think that's going to work out? Stop it. It ain't natural for a woman to chase. That's right, Adriana. Oh, goddess energy, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, those kind of dudes are on the down low. Exactly. Like, don't be chasing behind no man. You're supposed to look too good for that and be too good for that. Only desperate women chase behind men. Remember that. Do you suggest moving in with a man before marriage? Yes, if they got money and paying all their bills. You need to see what it's like to live with somebody before you say I do, because y'all might not get along living together. Okay. Imagine if you get stuck with somebody that has terrible living habits. Ew. Mm-hmm. You said, what if you want to move in with them? You have roommates and you really don't want to start paying your own rent. You're not supposed to pay no rent with a grown man. That man grown, you don't pay nothing in that house. Okay? Unless you desperate and your name is Pete Misha. When you move in with a man, you don't pay for nothing. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. And don't even volunteer to. Tell them straight up before you even think about moving in or talk about moving in. If I move in, I ain't paying it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So y'all got to stop volunteering yourselves like that. Okay. Uh-huh. You live separately and have him provide. That's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Y'all silly. These comments is weird. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're already a wife. How to keep him chasing and doing more? By looking good every day. Okay, let me tell you. Look better than whatever he going outside seeing. If he goes to the office, look better than anything at the office. All right. If you work from home, look better than whatever he's looking at on the screen on the Zoom meetings. Look better than anything, other options that he got. Thank you, Cactus Bunny, sprinkle, sprinkle. And never always say yes. And stay unpredictable. Okay. Don't let a routine happen to where he knows everything you're going to be doing every single day. Change it up a lot. Change it up. Should you try to hang out with her alone or be her friend? I feel bad because he's uninvited her to everything. Ma'am, you're in a relationship with her father, not her. She's 25. She grown. She ain't no business being in y'all's relationship in the first place unless it's a family holiday or gathering. Okay? Not every date is a family holiday or gathering. Date the man and tell him we're dating. Your daughter is 25 years old. We'll see each other on the holidays and family outings. Period. Y'all are doing too much. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like if it ain't no holiday and it ain't no family event, then why is she there? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Would you say you see men as a second class citizen? No, I don't see them as second class citizens at all. I see them as providers, which is their only role in a woman's life. If they want to be with a woman, they are supposed to provide. That's number one. Okay. But if they try to get in her life and not do those things, then I have a problem with them. You see the difference? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I have no problem with men. But if they try to squeeze into your life and not benefit you, that's when I have a problem. Does that make sense? I mean, if men have daughters, they're going to feel the same exact way. You don't want no Dusty squeezing into your daughter's life to take from her or to exploit her in any way or to use her in any way. If he ain't coming in to provide and benefit and protect, he needs to be gone. Isn't that correct? Don't waste women's time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So I don't think they're second-class citizens. If I thought men were second-class citizens, I wouldn't be looking for them to fill their role as a provider. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all treat yourselves like second-class citizens by not knowing who you are and what your purpose is. So, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Thank you and thank you. Thank you. You're welcome, Cactus Bunny. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, but most men see women as second-class citizens, unfortunately. Not when they look better and can go replace them very easily. They don't see you as a second-class citizen. That's why I say keep your looks up and keep your options open. They won't treat you like a second-class citizen then. All right. What? How to stop staring at cute guys? I feel like it's the start of chasing girl. When you get to a certain age, it's only going to be two things: broke or rich. Ain't gonna be no cute. Okay, you're not mature enough in your mind to see that yet. All you see is cute. That means you're still young, or you're very masculine minded. When you get to a certain age and you know your value as a woman, you're only going to see two types of men: broke and cute. I mean, not broke, broke or paid. Broke or paid. You ain't gonna see no cute. Like somebody, like you're wasting your time pointing out somebody cute to me. I don't see cuteness. I see you got money or you don't. Can you provide or you can't? That's all I see. I don't care what you look like. Because if you're cute and broke, that's a waste of time. Okay. So think about this. Is cute gonna buy you dinner? Is cute gonna pay them bills? It ain't, is it? So why does it matter? How would your day look in your 20s? No job, no school, all bills paid. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Shopping. Okay. When I met the man that I married to down, I was in my 20s. And when I was finished school and I didn't have no job and all bills paid by him, I was just at shopping, going to lunch, going to brunch, getting cute outfits, putting them together. So literally I was shopping most of my 20s and brunching and lunching. Okay. I would sleep to whatever time I wanted to sleep to. Then I'd get up, put on my makeup, do my hair, get my cute outfit on, go to the mall or go shopping or go hang out and have lunch. Then maybe go out that night. When James got back home, like when I was young, like we used to hang out sometimes, go to the little bar, go to a little lounge or whatever, hear some live music, and then do it all over again the next day. You know? So yeah, shop, lunch, brunch, have a little cocktail, go listen to live music, do it all over again. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't show him that you want him. Doesn't that make him feel less? No. He's supposed to want you so much you don't care if you want him or not, man. Look. When a man cares if you want him or not, but he don't want you enough. I'm going to repeat that. If the man has you in his presence, that's enough if he really, really likes you. If he wants reciprocation back and forth and all this kind of stuff, then you make sure you feel the same way about him that he feels. He's delusional. Because if he likes you enough, he ain't going to care if you feel the same way about him. As long as he got what he wants, that's what he's going to care about. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't care as long as I got her. All right. Anyway, be sure to like the video. I'm getting ready to go, y'all. If you're a traditional wife, leave in the permanent comments, what you want other traditional wives to know to help them get through or whatever. Me, I don't discriminate against y'all. I'm just saying it ain't for me. But if y'all are happy doing it, at least look good while you're doing it. Get your respect. Don't become taken for granted and know your value still. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of wives get sucked up and forget about themselves. Okay. All right, y'all. If y'all want to message me privately, I do have a Patreon that is linked in the description bar below. Just scroll down until you see where it says join my Patreon. Join tier 2 and up, and y'all can literally message me and write me, and I'll write you back in a day or two. Okay. Also, yeah, I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. SheRaSeven won the original on TikTok, but I am verified on Instagram, which is SheRaSeven. A little blue chick. Y'all can find me. Okay. If y'all are here from TikTok, make sure y'all subscribe because I do go here live quite often. And I can see the questions way better than I can see on TikTok. Most of the time on TikTok, I'm doing my makeup or just talking and saying some stuff. And I'm not really looking at too many questions. But on here, I'm more focused on the questions and stuff like that. So definitely subscribe to this channel. Is there anything y'all want to say or whatever before I leave? Men who are mad at women who want a man to only, be a provider and play their role on earth, then that's something that y'all got to deal with about yourselves. It's not really our problem. If you want to be a sister, then just say you want to be a sister and not a brother. If men are, let me tell y'all something. If men are complaining about the only one job that they have on this planet Earth, maybe they don't need that job. Maybe you need to switch over to the next team. All right. Maybe you don't need that job. Maybe that's not your destiny. Maybe you're supposed to, that ain't your job. But still, they want a woman in their life, but they don't want to provide. All right, well, make it make sense. We don't care what y'all think. If y'all dusty, y'all opinion don't matter no way. All right. I missed your Cash App. Hold on. I'm going to get it. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Jade. Okay. For guy to try to lame I care turn into his getting back. Okay. That don't make no sense. But if a guy is lame, just get his bag. Is that what you're saying? Yes, just get his bag. Sprinkle. Because let me tell y'all a secret. A man don't have to like you to get what they want from you. Just like you don't have to like them to get their bag. Sprinkle. Understand that. And y'all will go a lot further in life. Mm-hmm. You said, thanks to Shira, I found a provider that pays me every week. Okay, ma'am. She wants $2,000 or more every week. Get your money, ma'am. Sprinkle. You said you don't understand what I just said? Okay, I said men don't have to like you to sleep with you. You don't have to like them to get their money. Sprinkle. That's what basically I said. Okay. You said, according to Shira, two wrongs make a right. According to men, 2 wrongs make a I don't care. So it don't even matter. At least we trying to get something out of it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, and I always tell this to men. If you want to see women improve and do better, y'all got to come correct. Otherwise, we're going to look at y'all and say, well, obviously they don't care because they're doing worse. So they shouldn't mind if we do this, or they shouldn't mind if we do that, because look at what they're doing. So if y'all want to see better women, improve as men. If y'all want to see women that are more caring and considerate, then become better men. Just literally, women are just a reflection of y'all and how y'all act. Y'all want more, do better. Don't be sitting up there making excuses as to why you can't do the one thing you was put on this earth to do. And maybe things will change. All right. Stop getting mad at everybody. Look in the mirror and fix yourself. All right. I'll see y'all soon, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle.